Hey guys, Justin here with the SavNav channel, and I wanted to make a video today talking about razor burn. So I've always kind of had a scruffy beard, in my 20s, and I recently got into a new career that I have to shave, and I never shaved since teenage years because I always got really bad razor burn, and it's unattractive. It's red. What's wrong with that guy's neck? So I just kind of grew a beard, but now I have to shave other than the mustache, as you can see, kind of going Top Gun style here. And so I wanted to make a video. I got some bad razor burn. I tried to use a Norelco razor, or kind of, the electronic spinning kind. And I thought maybe that would alleviate some of that stuff, but really it didn't. So first I just want to talk about, what is razor burn? What causes razor burn? So razor burn is typically caused by three things. First off, it's irritation of the skin. It can be ingrown hairs, and then also both of those can be exacerbated by bacteria and microbes. So the irritation, it can be caused by a couple things. It can be chemical, and it can also be mechanical. So the chemical, as far as that goes, it's mostly the alcohol and maybe some of the chemicals in the product that you're using that could be irritating your skin. And then more along the lines of the mechanical, when you use that razor and you push too hard, or if it's a razor that gets too close to the skin, it's going to take off that top layer of skin, and also it's going to make those hairs go underneath the skin, and that's where you're going to get the ingrown hairs and just the basic irritation that you're going to get from shaving the top layer of your skin off, believe it or not. So I'm going to try this new regimen, and I got these products for two reasons, cost being one, and mostly the chemical properties of them. And by cost, I mean I wanted a cost effective. Now I saw some guys online and they were pushing some stuff like Shavier, and some dermatologists recommended stuff that was just, it was out of bounds with the price. Talking $30, $50. Now I love my face, but the stuff I got today, I got everything for right around $40, and I got it at Walmart. So I'm sure they have this stuff at Walgreens and other places, but I went to Walmart to get my stuff. So the first thing I'm going to start with here is this oil-free acne wash from Neutrogena. And the reason why I picked this is because it has salicylic acid. Now what that is going to do is it's going to clean and then also open up the pores, and it's going to get any oil and dirt and that kind of stuff off. So we're going to start with that, and we're also going to use warm water. Now I haven't heard anybody say use hot water, so we're going to stick with warm water, and we just want that to open up the pores, soften the hair, just make it where there's less resistance when we shave. And I just took a shower for about 10-15 minutes. Actually took my wand and I just ran it over my face with warm water. But I'm also going to use the warm water from the sink here. Once I use this wash and I'm going to rinse with warm water, then I'm going to move on to this Aveeno therapeutic shave gel. Now, I don't know if you have a preference between gel and foam. I've heard that gel's a little bit better. It's a little bit more of a lubricant. And this one's actually for sensitive skin. So I chose this because it has dermatologist recommended. And it also has oat and vitamin E. So anybody who has sensitive skin like me, you get, hot spots and stuff, that oatmeal usually helps that out, and including vitamin E. So we're going to check that out. Once we're done with that, I'm actually going to move on. And I got this Gillette Skin Guard razor. And I chose this for those mechanical reasons that you get razor burn. So this is supposed to keep the blade off of the face a little bit. And still, it has two blades. We're not going crazy with 5 blades where we're hitting across that skin 5 separate times. And I didn't want to go old school with, like a straight razor or even one of those single blades. If you like that, that's cool. I wanted something, a little bit more cost effective. Those run about, $28-30. So I got this for right around $12, I think. Maybe less, maybe 9 or 10. And again, that's going to keep the razor from scraping off that first layer of skin, and then also getting the hair underneath the skin. So it's obviously not going to get as close. Now, I'm not one of those guys that's going to get hardcore stubble around 11 or 12. I don't think. Like I said, I haven't shaved in some years, but if I do, big whoop. I'm doing this as a requirement. I don't really care that my face looks smooth. As long as they can see I made an effort to shave. For me, that's better, and not to be broken out on the neck, because when you're trying to look professional, would you rather have a little bit of stubble, which some guys are going to have no matter what, or do you want, red pimples broken out all over your neck? So again, I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to recommend this, and I'm going to give you guys an after video after a couple hours, because by then we should know, if it works or not. And then Once I get done using that, I'm gonna rinse again with warm water, and I'm gonna use this right here. Now this was, again, 8, 9, maybe $7. It's Neutrogena Hydro Boost. The reason why I picked this was the price, and also it has hyaluronic acid. So what the hyaluronic acid is gonna do is it's natural in the skin. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna moisturize. This thing's also gonna clean. So we're gonna, take away any bacteria that might have been exposed to our face when we use the razor for whatever reason. And also just kind of get those pores nice and opened up and cleaned. And again, that hyaluronic acid is in the skin, so it's gonna help moisturize just like your skin naturally does if you have dry skin. And then I'm gonna rinse that off with cold water. I'm gonna try and snap those pores shut. And then the last thing I'm gonna use is this Nivea for Men. Now, like I said, some of those after balms were like $50, $30. I think this was about $9, $7 or $8. And it's for sensitive skin, and it's just a nice smooth balm. So we're gonna put that on there liberally. Hopefully what that'll do is just lock in that moisture. We don't want the face to get dry and irritated and accentuate that rough look on the neck there or anywhere else that you might get the razor bumps. So here we go, let's get started. You can go ahead and warm up this water here. Again, I'm not gonna go too hot, I'm just gonna get it warm. And while that's warming up, I just want to talk about, everybody kind of has controversial ideas on shaving as far as, shaving, against the grain, with the grain, 2 strokes, 2 strokes. Again, I don't want to get this broke out look on my face. I think that's less professional looking than a little bit of stubble if I have that. So I'm going to shave with the grain. And like most people, my hair grows in different directions. So here I'm probably going to want to go this way. Over here it goes straight down. Again, that's going back to that mechanical irritation and forcing those hairs back into the skin. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick before we got started because that was on my list of things to talk about and I missed it. All right, so here we go. The water's warm, and again, I don't want to scold myself. I don't want it to be, where I can't even stand the water on my face. I really just want to open up those pores. I'm wearing a shirt for your guys' comfort. Didn't want to take this video shirtless or naked, so obviously it might make a little bit of a mess, whereas if you use this stuff you're not going to be wearing a shirt. All right, so I got my face nice and wet, and we're going to start with our Neutrogena oil-free acne wash, and we're just going to lather that up. Again, take advantage of those acids in there. It's mostly an acne curing agent, obviously, or alleviating agent, so skin bumps are going to be very similar. So we're just going to go ahead and use that, lather that up. All right. All right. Pat a little bit of that water off. You want to leave the water on there while you're lathering up with your shave cream. That would work good as well. We're going to leave the water on just so it stays warm because I'm going to rinse my razor as I'm shaving, just to kind of keep that blade clean. All right, and I think with this Aveeno, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lather this on, and I think I'm going to leave it on there for about a minute before I start shaving. Just something I saw on a video. Not sure how well that actually works, but I guess we're going to find out. And I'm just going to lather that up, get it nice and uniformly spread out there. And I think one mistake that people make is not using, beyond using too much, but not using enough, or you can still see the skin through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and make that a nice, solid, white layer of gel there. I don't want to mess up the mustache there. But I'm going to leave that on there for about a minute. Now another thing is I don't want to go too low. I think that's a mistake that I made. I had no business being down that far with that Norelco yesterday. So I think that could have been one of my mistakes. So I'm just going to kind of clear a line there to make sure I don't go below that lowest layer of hair. Because you don't need to introduce any irritation unnecessarily. And now when I'm shaving, I'm going to try not to push down too hard. I don't want the skin to get up into that blade and really take off that first layer. And also, If there's no lubricant there, you probably don't want to hit it. But if you miss a spot, you know, I'm probably not going to lather my face back up, so I might just go one more little swoop over that. That's about as close as that's probably going to get, which is fine by me. Make sure it gets it back there. I do make a Gillette that has kind of a ball on it that rotates with the contour of your face. Again, I was kind of going for a cheaper experiment here. I might get that one in the future, but this one seems to be working just fine. Even though this blade is supposed to protect from getting too close to the skin, you know, you're probably never gonna be completely off the skin. Otherwise, you're probably not gonna be shaving. All right. I mean, again, it's not a super close shave, but it's about as good as I want to get. So now I'm gonna rinse with warm water again. I'm gonna take the Hydro Boost now. I'm gonna lather that up in my hands, and I'm just gonna clean my whole face with it. You know, that whole neck area. Just wanna get nice and clean. Try not to rub against the grain probably when you're doing this, like I just did. You know, we're gonna try and keep that nice and clean. All right, and then I'm gonna switch it over to cold water to rinse this off with. I'm gonna try and snap those pores closed before any microbes or bacteria can get in there. Then I'm gonna take my towel, got a little bit on the ears there, and I'm just gonna blot my face. You probably don't wanna rub, you know, anything against that skin, especially right now when it's so, so close to have been shaven. All right. And lastly, we're just gonna finish it off with that Nivea for Men Soothing Balm. And it said to use kind of a good amount, so it's going to take about that much there. Just rub that all over the face and try and lock in that moisture before it gets a chance to get too irritated. All right, now it doesn't have too bad of a strong scent to it, which you might find with aftershave or one of those alcohols that are also going to irritate the skin as well. All right, guys, that's my new shaving regimen there. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to make another video in a couple hours here and just show you. So right now, you know, like I said, I already had some razor burn, but let's see in a couple hours, you know, if anything else pops up. All right, guys, have a good one. Hey guys, so it's been a couple of hours now, and it looks like not only did I not get any more razor burn, but the razor burn that I did have actually cleared up a little bit from that Nivea, and probably from using that oil-free acne wash. So again, great regimen, under 40 bucks, probably last, you know, other than the blades, a couple of months, if not more. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to the channel. All right, bye.